Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the MUN 2021 opening ceremony. We are so excited for what is in store for today. You've all worked so hard over the past few weeks to prepare for your committees, and we know everyone is going to do great things. Seeing all of you here today proves our generation's dedication towards solving the many issues facing our world today. In one of the most challenging times of anyone's lives, let alone our high school years, you're here today to work with one another to create positive change and hope for the future. We may not be together in the LBHS room right now, but our setting together is an inspiring one. The theme of this year's conference is Purposeful Unity. We are not developing nations, we are not developed nations, we are the United Nations, Anonymous. We will highlight this theme outside debate with our renowned speaker, our modified multicultural festival, and then we will leave it to the delegates to bring perseverance into debate and caucusing. I am delighted to introduce this year's Secretaries General, Alessi Avaz and Soren Tiepel.
Good morning, delegates. My name is Alessi Avaz.
And I'm Soren Tiepel.
And it is our distinct honor to welcome you to the 8th Annual Laguna Beach Invitational Model United Nations Conference. I started MUN as an 8th grader, and I would never be speaking to you all today as one of 2 Secretaries General without the lessons it taught me. MUN taught me how to speak well, learn about the people around me, and develop a common understanding of the human struggle. Here at LibbyMUN, our purpose is to inspire global citizens and promote activism within our own communities. And to do that, we all need to be tolerant and understanding as well as celebratory of each other. For that, our theme of LibbyMUN 2021 is perseverance and purposeful unity.
We as young people in MUN have the highest potential not only to talk about change, but to really create change and take steps to change it today. To me, purposeful unity is not necessarily uniting together in a single purpose, but rather uniting together in purposes. Purposeful unity is powerful because we truly embody and unlock our individual goals, hopes, and dreams through intention. And whether a purpose is set by a small group such as MUN or your own individual purpose, there's genius, power, and magic in it. I hope that through this presentation conference, you are inspired to not only speak about change, but seek change. Now it is my distinct pleasure to honor our guest speaker, Prince Pakwesi Heto. Combining 5 master's degrees and a purpose to contribute to building a world where misery can't be used to describe someone's living situation, Prince Heto is an exemplar of the power of purpose and a global citizen. He's a distinguished political economist and a trade policy expert whose accomplishments include, but are certainly not limited, to developing and executing the strategy to renew and enhance the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act, coordinating events for the 2015 high-level dialogue between the African Union Commission Chair and the U.S. Secretary of State in Washington, D.C., and so much more. Please join me in welcoming him now.
Good morning. I want to use this opportunity to thank each one of you for having such a strong seeking spirit. Your decision to remain steadfast to your commitment to learn and service to your community in the middle of a global pandemic gives me hope. The future of our human family is bright because of your dedication. Like some of you, I was glued to the TV and computer screen, flipping through CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, and C-SPAN on January 6th when the insurrection at the Capitol happened. I have also been following the news about the Atlanta and Colorado shootings and jury selection in the George Floyd trials closely. All of these momentous events are happening against the backdrop of a global pandemic. Your generation has witnessed our society's failings firsthand. And you have also seen up close how that same society can perform miracles by producing what scientists are calling a safe vaccine in a record time. I would like to introduce you to the concept of many in body, one in mind. The idea here is that unity comes from having the same goal and purpose, not how homogeneous the group is. Instead of building a society in which everyone think, act, talk, and behave in the same way, We might need to dedicate that energy to building a consensus around some ideals or goals. Developing a shared vision for our society would help us pull in the same direction. We should not assume that the world will become a better place without much effort and intentionality. We need to define what a better society means to us. We need to provide or create spaces, affordable spaces for civic engagement, where people can meet and work together to build or improve something in their community. In doing work together, we get the opportunity to experience the fullness of another person's humanity. We see them at their best and their worst moments. Working together provides space for people to ask generative questions and experience generative conflict. The more shared experience we have with someone, the more they grow on us. It is time for America to create opportunities for us to grow on each other. It is time for teachers to give more meaningful and challenging group work. Imagine going to a classmate's house to go and interview their parents or grandparents about their family history. You would discover many things about them that would allow you to bond with them at a deeper level. Lastly, we need to nurture the humanity of each individual. Evil and compassion dwells in the heart of all people equally. Educators ought to help people develop the tools to move their life and daily decisions toward unity promoting and compassionate action. My dear friends, the solution to our problem lies in going back to the basics. We will not find it in the grandiose, but the simple and mundane world of co-creating solutions together. Thank you.
Thank you, Prince Hato, for your enlightening speech and significant ideas. Next, I am proud to introduce our Foundations Coordinator, Mercer Jansen.
Hello, my name is Mercer Jansen, and I'm a junior at LBHS. I'm so excited to speak about my participation within the Laguna Masai Foundation. The foundation is a practical application of what we learn in MUN. Often there's a disconnect between delegates and the issues they debate. And in a sense, the Masai Foundation remedies the divide by providing a real perspective on a community outside our own. Last December, we hosted a COVID relief fundraiser and raised over $1,000 to provide essential products for the school children of the Masai village. They were able to purchase sanitary products, hand sanitizers, and masks. And then for the past couple years, we've paid for the education of 2 students and provided enough money for their tuition at school. So currently, our foundation is raising money to build an additional classroom in the Masai village. As you can see, the new classroom would accommodate 60 to 70 more students. The issue right now is that learning outside prevents harsh climate conditions and prevents students from learning in an optimal environment. And they're forced to learn outside because of a growing school population, and they cannot accommodate this many students with the room they have. Even in photos, you can see overcrowding. And during a pandemic, this prohibits social distancing, and it also increases the rate of infection. We provided masks in our COVID fundraiser, but still we wish to remedy the situation more by building an additional classroom.
Next, I would like to welcome the president of our Multicultural Festival, Olivia MUN.
Hi. Following a turbulent year, the need for cultural respect and appreciation has grown more apparent than ever. Within our MUN program, we believe our differences are not something to be tolerated, but celebrated. Since 2018, we have held our Multicultural Festival during our annual MUN conference. And in past years, we have hosted over 500 visitors from the Southern California community. Understanding is a vital aspect of acceptance and appreciation. This year, we are excited to host our first ever virtual Multicultural Festival. You can join in the fun by watching the Multicultural Festival video during lunch and exploring the festival's website on your own. By visiting the MUN 2021 website, you can click on the Multicultural Festival page to enjoy our virtual festival experience. Differences should not divide people, for our diversity is what unites us as human beings. I hope you all feel a sense of pride and togetherness while celebrating with us at this year's 2021 Virtual Multicultural Festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. To finish off our opening ceremony, I'm going to go over some final logistical information that will help you throughout the day. First, please make sure you head to our conference website, lbusd.org/LibbyMon, for all the resources you'll need to succeed in today's conference. On the website, we have our schedule, our delegate resource guide, access to all of our community background guides, Zoom links, and so much more. If you are able, please donate to our Venmo at Laguna-Masai. 100% of your proceeds will go directly to the Maasai people of Kenya. For comparison, a teacher's salary in Kenya is about $2,000 US, which truly shows the great value that every small donation makes. Every donation counts. We have sent all of our Zoom links to your advisors over the past week, so please make sure you have your links available to attend your committees. If you did not receive one or you have lost it, all the links are also available at our conference website on the committees page. We are so excited for ideas, proposals, and solutions everyone is going to share in committee. You've worked so hard for this moment, so go make the most of it. Committee session 1 starts now, so head over to your Zoom rooms. I officially declare LibbyMon 2021 as open. Have a great day, delegates. Go change the world.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Palestine. First off, let's talk geography. Palestine is located along the Mediterranean Sea next to Egypt, Jordan, and Lebanon. Because Palestine is located in the Middle East, a majority of the residents are Muslim, but according to a recent statistic, 97.6% are Muslim and 2.4% are Christians. Now let's move on to cultural dress. In this photo, we have a woman wearing a thobe, or a dress with embroidery. This embroidery is called tatriz, and it is specific to the city you are from. Here we have a kofiyeh, or scarf that could be worn by anyone, which has a lot of symbolism. The bold line represents the journey of the Palestinians, the fishnet represents the closeness to the Mediterranean Sea, and the olive leaves represents the resilience through history. Now let's enjoy the beauty of Palestine. A major part of our culture is our hospitality towards others. We are always sharing, hosting, and loving our family, friends, and neighbors, even through the toughest times. In addition to our hospitality, we are natural entertainers. We love to entertain through music, dance, and food. Here is one of our cultural dances called the debga. It is similar to a line dance, it's more intense, and most of the time it is seen at large gatherings. Additionally, there is no doubt about it that all Palestinians are very passionate about food. We love spending time in the kitchen and cooking up our ethnic dishes to share. For example, it is customary to serve any house guest with a treat when they pass by. In the recent quarantine, my family has started to share our family recipes on TikTok. We love to show what we make and how we make it in hopes that other people can learn and do the same. Lastly, it is a Palestinian tradition to start and end the day as a family while drinking a cup of tea. Cheers!
Hello and welcome to the Multicultural Festival. We are the French Club at LBHS. I'm Kate, the president, and I can't wait to teach you about French culture.
My name is Kira. I'm the vice president of French Club, and I'm really excited to be here and share French culture with you today.
Hi, my name is Ava, and I'm the club secretary.
Hi, I'm Bria, and I'm the treasurer.
To start, in current France, equality and unity are very important. Meal times are shared with families, and extended families are often invited over the weekend. When many people think of France, they immediately think of Paris. However, France is much more than just Paris. It's an international hub.
I'm going to talk to you more about food in France. So, French food is one of the most popular cuisine styles internationally. Many villages in France have markets that date back centuries. And each region of France has its own unique signature and style of cooking. The French also believe that food is best enjoyed in the company of loved ones.
So, French architecture is also a really big part of France. The Eiffel Tower actually is one of the most interesting and popular places in the country. Another really famous tourist attraction there is the Notre Dame in Paris. Unfortunately, this burned down in April of 2019 and devastated the people of France.
France has many of the same holidays as we do in the United States, but many are celebrated differently. For example, for Christmas, children often leave their shoes with carrots and cookies for Santa, and in the morning they'll find them filled with presents. A holiday that many do not celebrate in the United States is Three Kings Day, and the day is celebrated by the King's Cake, which has a hidden plastic baby inside, and the person who gets it has to host next year's party.
Thank you for watching.
As students organized for Syria, we firmly stand behind allyship. Along with pushing our efforts to honor the Syrian struggle, we aim to fulfill our promise of helping populations in similar crises. In the past, we've raised money to support Yemen, Kashmir, Pakistan, and Palestine. We've also partnered with a number of organizations ranging from the Pani Project to SAFE, as well as raising funds for the National Association of Advancement for Colored People and several others.
Despite all our advocacy and fundraising efforts, however, we also believe that the celebration of culture is of equal importance. So every year, SOS hosts a culture night where we dance, eat Syrian foods, play Syrian games, and honor the rich history of a country that has so much to offer the world. Through our Instagram, we feature stories of Syrian heritage, and in our weekly emails, we share Syrian scenery. And of course, our favorite thing is repping the Syrian merch designed by us.
This is only a fraction of the work that SOS has done in the past few years, and it is reflective of only one chapter in a large network of committed chapters all around the US. None of this would be possible, however, without the dedicated members of this organization. The students behind the student-led movement are exactly what make SOS so great. If you'd like to be a part of all of this and more, please reach out to us. You can find us on Instagram at SOS@UM and on Facebook. You can also email us at sos.eboard@umich.edu with any questions that you may have. If you want to learn more about SOS or start a chapter at your own school, check out our website, organizeforsyria.com. Thanks for watching!
Hi, we're the Berkeley Cambodian Student Association and we'll be introducing Cambodia for the Multicultural Festival 2021. Cambodia is a country located in Southeast Asia. Its capital is Phnom Penh. One of the most famous structures in Cambodia is the Angkor Wat, which is located in Krong Siem Reap. It is one of the largest religious monuments in the world. Cambodia's climate is humid and it has a monsoon season that lasts from May to November. Music and dance is enjoyed throughout Cambodia. Some famous artists are Sin Sisamuth and Ras Saitotia. They were active in the 1950s to the 1970s and are both still listened to today. One of the traditional dances of Cambodia is Apsara dancing, which is characterized by soft, graceful movements that tell classical myths and religious stories through the flexible hand movements of the woman.
Religion is a large part of Khmer culture. 95% of Cambodians are Theravada Buddhists. Theravada Buddhism is characterized by efforts to achieve self-liberation and enlightenment through practices like meditation and concentration. Another important aspect of culture is food. Khmer food relies on the use of herbs and spices, without the use of fats and meats. It is heavily fish-oriented and shares commonalities with neighboring countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Laos.
لبنان رح يرجع والحق ما بيموت والشمس رح تطلع زين سما بيروت لبنان رح يرجع والحق ما بيموت والشمس رح تطلع زين سما بيروت لبنان رح يرجع والحق ما بيموت والشمس رح تطلع زين سما بيروت لبنان رح يرجع والحق ما بيموت والشمس رح تطلع زين سما بيروت.
Hello, delegates. Welcome to the MUN 2021 closing ceremony. We are all so amazed at the work you have done today and at the ideas that you brought to each and every committee. Throughout all committee levels, we saw a meaningful exchange of proposals and ideas, which is so inspiring and promising for our future.
We want to thank you for choosing to attend LibbyMUN this year. MUN will never be the same unless we are in person, but this year was special. With such a wide scope of attendees, the debate and discussion that we heard today was like no other.
The theme of purposeful unity was present throughout all committees and conversations, promoting solidarity in a time of ever-growing divisiveness. Thank you for making this a focal point of your actions.
We hope you enjoyed this year's Multicultural Festival. Even though we were not in person, this year's online conference allowed us to share presentations and performances from people all around the country, which has never been possible before. If you would like to see these, they are still available on the conference website.
Thank you for your donation to the Laguna Masai Foundation. All proceeds go directly to the Masai village and school, and every dollar that you donate truly counts. If you're still interested in donating, you can find the information on the LibbyMUN website. Thank you so much.
First of all, I would like to thank all of the delegates who participated, ranging from ages 12 all the way to 17.
Our committee served as the quintessential example of the changes our generation is ready to make for the world.
I miss MUN in person, as the environment MUN is able to create is unmatched. But I'm so appreciative for the opportunity to continue on Zoom.
I am very glad to have had this group of outstanding delegates who were not hesitant to ask questions.
As each delegate brought their all, creating engaging debate and valuable solutions.
Our committee was a great success, but there are areas where we can improve for next year.
Given that my committee ran short of delegates, with only 8 out of the expected 20 showing up, my vice chair and I struggled in the beginning.
As predictable as MUN may seem, there's always something that will not go the way that you plan. The lesson I learned is to trust the people around me.
If I could describe my committee in 2 words, I would say inspirational and adaptable.
Some key takeaways from this committee is to never really give up, even if you hold a minority group.
I also just want to congratulate all delegates for respecting people's religions and, understanding that vaccines, while it might seem simple, it is a really controversial issue that has to be handled with care.
All of our crisis committees had the goal of working together, of showing that bipartisanship and unity is the only way that humanity can move forward.
And it's crazy to see how my freshman year, this program has evolved so much and how competitive delegates have become. And I'm happy knowing, leaving my senior year, that this competitive spirit will continue with younger delegates.
So thank you again so much to all the delegates in this committee, and I'm really looking forward to LibbyMUN next year. Thank you.